I was having a talk with Lonnie the other day, and lately, let me put it this way. Over the past year, I've had a lot of great days. I've had a lot of bad days. I've had a lot of happy days where I'm filled with joy, and then I've had a lot of days where I'm just sad. A lot of days where I'm motivated and get a lot of work done, and then days where I'm just moping around all day and I don't know what to do with myself. And so I had this conversation with Lonnie because last week I was just feeling so down about myself and so, whoa. Little mess. I was feeling so down about myself, and I felt like the past year was a waste. And I have nothing to show for it. And so I was just talking to him what are we doing? Why? I don't want to do this for another 2, 3, 4 years and still have nothing to show for it. I feel like such a failure right now. And he was like, well, what are you basing your success off of? He's like, when do you see yourself as successful? And I said, when I have money, when I can afford whatever I want to do, and when I can send my family money if they need it, or just cause. And he just kind of I'm so grateful for Lonnie, because he was like, well, what if you die? He's like, well, what if you die before you get there? What if you die before you make the money? Would you say you lived an unsuccessful life? And just kind of made me think deeper, no, I'm not. If I died today, basically what he's saying is if I died today, what would be my accomplishment? What would people remember me for? What would I want people to remember me for? And my answer was I want to be remembered for being a brother and being a son, and being somebody that people can go to for help and joy. I want to lift people up and just make them smile and laugh. I love making people feel good. And so he was like, well, why do you need money to do that? And he brought up this point where there's different levels in which we operate. We can operate out of anger. We can operate out of fear, or we can operate out of love and joy. And if I'm operating out of fear, then my decisions are going to be completely different than those where if I operated out of love. For example, my sister just had a baby girl. And here's 2 scenarios. I can operate out of fear. I want to see my niece, right? I want to be, again, a brother and a son and an uncle. And so if I operate out of fear, because they live in Texas, so if I operate out of fear, I might say, well, I can't go visit her. I can't go see my niece yet because I don't have enough money. Money's tight. I'm going to wait till I have a little bit more money until I can go see her. So I would make a decision not to go see her out of fear of not having enough money or losing money. Or I can operate out of a place of love and say, if I have to spend my last dollar to go see my niece, I'm going to go see my niece because I love her and I want to meet her and I want to be with family and be that uncle and that brother and that son. And you can see how the different areas in which you operate or choose to operate can affect your life and all the decisions you make. And not only is that going to affect me, but it's going to affect her. It's going to affect my sister and my family that's in Texas when they see me. And arguably, it's going to be a much better outcome than if I were to just operate out of fear and not go see them at all. And so that's how I've been trying to live lately, at least since this past week. I've been trying to operate in a place of love and do things out of love. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I want to, it's what I love to do. I haven't done it in so long. And from your guys' point of view, you'd be like, well, he doesn't like making videos because he never makes them. Or like he'll make one and then he won't make one for another couple months. This is what I love to do. And I love working on them and posting them. But I let other things get in the way. I operate out of fear that, oh, I don't have enough time to make a video today because I got to get this other stuff done. So at least going forward, I mean, this feels better. I'm happier, and this is what I'm trying to. I'm trying to hold on to this feeling of operating from love. I'm still going to get to where I need to go and achieve whatever it is I need to achieve. But I'm going to be much happier along the way. That's the goal.